So these are just like all the ingredients I would use for meal prepping. I try to keep it pretty simple because again, I live a pretty busy life and I only have the time to keep it simple. But the way I make these ingredients kind of more exciting is by like spices and making sure that everything is super seasoned and cooked really well. So you really don't need a lot when it comes to meal prep. Sometimes I do quinoa, sometimes I do rice. Right here I did quinoa because I'm trying to cut a little bit of the carb content, and I heard quinoa is a little better for that. And then I have shrimp because sometimes I get bored of just chicken, but I do have chicken here as well. I figured I could switch it up here. And then right here I just pre-cut some asparagus, zucchini, and Brussels sprouts. Again, I don't always eat so many greens and so many like vegetables. I know it looks like I'm like some health queen. I'm totally not. This is just what was in my fridge that I wanted to use up, and the asparagus were on sale, so I got a lot of those. Other than that, these are kind of all the ingredients I would probably use for this week's meal prep. And again, this is just for one meal, so I kind of meal prep by meal. So for me, lunches are kind of my hardest time. So lunch is where I tend to meal prep the most. So yeah, this is all for lunch. And then so I just wanted to show you some of the seasonings I use. So some of them are different. So this one is for chicken. I usually use this for like chicken or shrimp, or you can use them on vegetables too, but this is really good. So I love this one for like protein sources or even vegetables. Of course, I'm a Trader Joe's hoe as well. So garlic powder, this is just the Trader Joe's brand, but obviously you could use any garlic powder. Onion salt is like my favorite. I'm like kind of running out. I put this shit on everything, like literally everything. Love this. And then I just do like olive oil, like just like regular olive oil or the spray depending on my mood. Basically I have both. And then this is a secret ingredient for me. So slap your mama on like everything. I put it on fries, I put it on vegetables, I put it on chicken, I put it on literally, you name it, I probably put it on it. I love Slap Your Mama, and I got this one actually from New Orleans. So it's like a Cajun hot seasoning. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it online or other stores, but I was in New Orleans this past summer and I saw that they had seasonings because I love cooking. So I'm always looking for like cool new seasonings to use on like chicken and vegetables to make it more exciting. And I saw this, so I got this one. And then let me show you. I got this, there's a mild one as well. So I got the mild one as well, or like original. I haven't tried that one yet, but I love the hot one so much that I've just been using it like crazy, and I got it this summer and it's been like months, and there's still so much in it. And it was like $3. So this is like one of my secret ingredients for my cooking. Okay, so now I've marinated the shrimp, and you can marinate it overnight, or you can just marinate it for a couple of hours. For me, I'll probably just do it for like an hour, 30 minutes. If you're in a time crunch, you don't even have to marinate it. You can just put it right on the pan like this. But I just wanted to go through a simple like marinade, if you will, I do for most of my proteins, like I said. So again, it's just like the same ones that I just mentioned: Slap Your Mama, spicy Montreal steak seasoning, that again can go on anything, garlic powder, onion salt, and then I had a lime, so I just squeezed half a lime into this marinade because I know like shrimp and lime, citrus go really well together. So again, I just had this, but you don't need this again. If you do have lemon juice or lime juice, sure, put it into the shrimp. And then this is something that my South Asian girls might know about, my Desi girls out there. So this is ginger and garlic paste. So I grew up in a South Asian household. I'm South Asian, so my mom, I grew up knowing that my mom put this shit in like everything. Like she put this stuff in everything. So it's mostly she always grew up telling me that putting this in stuff will take the smell out of the meat, which I don't know if that's true. I don't know what that means, but I'm into like, you know, adding a little bit of like my South Asian traditional touch into my more traditional American whatever cooking you want to call it. So this is how I add my touches and ways of like a South Asian staple like this. And any household, if you're South Asian, you know what I'm talking about. It's called lasan in Urdu, and it's just ginger garlic paste, but it actually does add a lot of flavor to a lot of like stews and like meats and like any recipe that calls for like protein or anything like that. So you can make this yourself. It's just like puree some ginger and some garlic. You can see it's on here, or you can go to like a South Asian supermarket and they would have it there. Also, you can just substitute like regular, let me show you, just some regular minced garlic. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't want to whip out that whole thing, so I just use the regular Trader Joe's minced garlic as well. It's, again, completely what you have in your fridge. What I have in my fridge would be different from what you would have. But I just thought that'd be like a fun little anecdote to add in, that this is not something that you might see in your regular supermarket, but this is a big staple in like South Asian cooking, and a lot of people could probably relate to this. So I'm going to pop these in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20-ish minutes, or until I can tell that they've gotten crispy and like golden brown. And I just keep an eye on them, but roughly 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so a little detour from the meal prep, because I was getting hungry myself, and my oven is still preheating, but I was really hungry. So this is a little meal I made myself, but this is some similar to what I'll be eating this week. I have like the cooked quinoa that I had already made the night before. I cooked up some shrimp, as you guys just saw, and I just cooked up some zucchini right here into like little crispy little bites right here. And then I'm just gonna top this with arugula, because I'm just trying to get more greens in. So I have this like big bucket of arugula, like huge, like way too much for one person. But again, it was on sale, so I was like, you know what, maybe I can challenge myself to eat the whole thing before it goes bad. But I don't know if I will, but don't hold me to it. So I'm just gonna take some arugula and put it into the bowl just to get some more greens. So I wanted to show it to you before. And it's all about like making your food look like pretty, because even though you're not at a restaurant, you still want to enjoy every meal you make. So I feel like if I take the extra step to make it look pretty, I know I didn't make it look pretty by just putting a bunch of arugula on top, but just like taking the time to put it in a bowl and just like making it look presentable can really make your meals at home fun and make it feel like restaurant style, even if it isn't. So yeah, so this is what I did here. I did quinoa, again, the shrimp that you saw me marinate and cook up, zucchini, arugula, and I'm a big sauce girl, so I love sauces and I love Trader Joe's. Like I said, I'm a big Trader Joe's gal, like a lot of other girls out there and guys. So these are just two sauces I saw that I picked up earlier this week when I went to Trader Joe's, one of them being peri peri sauce. So if anyone knows what Nando's is, I love Nando's and I love going to like London. I know Nando's is huge there. And also just like there's Nando's in America as well. And I think there's one in DC that I went to recently. So Nando's, and they have this peri peri sauce there that I love. And I should have bought a bottle one when I was there, but I saw this one at Trader Joe's and I figured it would be really good with like something like this, or just like on chicken or something. So I wanted to try this out, and I'll probably just drizzle it on top as like a dressing, if you will. And then I wanted to add some sweetness because I really like the mix of sweet and salty with a lot of my meals. So I saw this other thing called organic spicy honey sauce, which I guess is just like spicy honey. I love all things spicy. Again, I'm South Asian. We love spice. So I got this. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the peri peri sauce and the honey on top. Okay, so I just drizzled some on. I tasted a little bit of the sauce. It's really good, but just warning, it's kind of spicy, but also very citrusy. So if you're not into that, you might not like that. And I just drizzled a little bit of this honey to counteract all that like sour spiciness. I know this is spicy honey, but it's probably still sweet as well. And again, like it looks like fancy because I like drizzled some thing on it, and it looks like kind of restaurant style. Again, I'm not gonna call myself any chef here, but again, just making my food look more presentable makes me want to like eat it more. And also it's healthy, so making it look pretty makes me want to eat it, because you eat with your eyes first.